Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another episode of MMO News Today. Console Edition. And in today's video, I got three really juicy and awesome stories for you guys dealing with console MMOs and RPGs. We have some information finally on the Genshin Impact Switch port from a known Genshin leaker. There's a new class coming to SKYFORGE very soon, actually in the near future. And we also have a really awesome new class coming to Final Fantasy XIV. So if you guys want more console MMO news, you know what to do. Make sure you are hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the silly little bell if you are new. And let's go ahead and get right on to it. But you guys know how this show works. We're going to start with the channel updates and what's new and going on with the channel, and then we're going to get into the MMO news. So if you don't want to hear the channel updates, I put a timestamp right down here on the video where you can skip ahead and get straight into the MMO and RPG console news. So first and foremost with the channel, guys, I've officially finished my Swords of Legends online beta giveaways. If you didn't catch my newest episode of We Need to Talk, Swords of Legends Online will no longer be a part of this channel. Well, reason for that, plain and simple, is I am a console MMO creator. When I finally gave in and decided to try and cover a PC MMORPG, I just didn't have much fun. That's all there is to it. There's nothing wrong with the game. It's actually a really awesome game, and if this does come to console, you better believe we're going to be hitting that game full force. So special thank you to GameForge for giving me the opportunity to do sponsored content with that game, and also special shout out to the YouTube channel Sarah Monin for giving me the referral to get in touch with GameForge in the first place. Second update for the channel is I've officially started a second channel that's been going on for roughly a month now, called Tanek FPS. If you're into first-person shooters, Rogue Company, or any of my shooter content that I used to upload here on YouTube, you'll probably notice there's been no shooter content for a good 4 or 5 weeks now. That's because I removed it from the channel in general. Number one, no offense to you guys, but a lot of y'all didn't seem to like it or care for it. And number two, the YouTube algorithm was just simply boning me with it. So this channel will strictly stay MMOs, RPGs, and MOBAs, of course, on console platforms. But if you want to subscribe to my second channel, link to it will be in the description below, and I'm also doing a giveaway on that channel at 1,000 subscribers. And it's not going to be a tiny giveaway either. I'm talking something big like a $50 or $100 PlayStation Network or Xbox gift card or something like that. For those who want to go and support my dream of the shooter channel. Because long story short, a little history lesson here about me, Tanek127. One of my big dreams, even for this channel, was to be a COD YouTuber at one point in time. Before I had things like subscribers, views, and things like that to worry about, this channel just bounced back and forth between Call of Duty content, Final Fantasy XIV, and Bloodborne streams. That's all this channel was for for the OGs who have been here since I pretty much started this YouTube channel. That's all it was at one point in time. And then it slowly grew into a console MMO journey as I started looking for a solid MMORPG to play. And here we are today. But yeah, so it's always been a dream of mine. If you want to go support that, like I said, link is down in the description below. And without further ado, those are the updates for the channel. If you guys have any feedback, and stuff you want to see me do better here on the YouTube channel, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And let's go ahead and get right on into today's console MMORPG news. So first things first, and one big interesting story is this used to be one I was wondering as well until I just gave up and decided to play it on PlayStation, is where the hell is Genshin Impact on the Nintendo Switch? Well, special thank you to my man Young Rock on Twitter. He actually sent me this article that was put out by DualShockers the other day. And it says Genshin Impact Switch version delayed due to weaker hardware report. And as per reports, it's from a known Genshin leaker known as Genshin Report, who's pretty infamous for giving Genshin Impact news, leaks, and stuff like that. But the article goes to say, one of the striking aspects of this game is the various updates that are released from time to time, which adds characters, regions, weapons, and much more. Recently, the 1.5 made its debut, which was widely acclaimed by both fans and critics alike. Even before Genshin Impact was released, the developers had confirmed it will be arriving on Switch. However, we didn't hear much after that. Today, we have got some information about the Switch port. According to Genshin leaker Genshin Report, Genshin Impact Switch version has been delayed due to weaker hardware of the Nintendo Switch. While Genshin Impact isn't the most demanding game out there, it still requires quite hefty specifications to run, even on smartphones. I mean, I guess on PC it's not bad, and I'm rocking a Ryzen 3, but whatever. However, there is some good news as well. Genshin report further states that the Switch port is likely to arrive sometime this year, which means fans don't have to wait for a long time to play Genshin Impact on Switch. Now, if you want to be technical, they are right about that. If the game's really coming, you know, on Switch this year, there's really not going to be, it's not too long because the year is pretty much already halfway over. But I find it really weird how, you know, developers always run into this problem. A Nintendo Switch is pretty much like a beefed up version of a phone or tablet. And you know, it's a really powerful one. Games that phones or tablets can usually run on medium or high settings, Switch can usually run at high or ultra. And developers can port games to phones, you know, just fine. Whenever it comes to a phone, they'll find a way to make it work. But the Switch is always an issue. I don't know. I don't understand that. That just sounds wild to me. But you know, I'm no game developer. There's also talks in here of them having issues with, you know, migrating everything to the eShop as well, which that I do believe, because I've heard that from multiple developers that I've even spoke to as well. Getting some things to work on the eShop for the Nintendo Switch can be a little bit of a pain. So that part I definitely do agree with, because I've heard that from multiple sources myself. For our next piece of news today, guys, SKYFORGE, yes, that's right, SKYFORGE is finally getting a new class. And I'm also going to tell you guys that despite hearing this news, and you know, it may not be the class I personally want and a lot of other people that I know personally want, but this is actually proof that we may get the Samurai class in SKYFORGE one day. And I'm going to show you guys why here in just a second while we check this out. So there's a new expansion coming to SKYFORGE on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox June 2nd called Hunters of Terra. This expansion is also confirmed for Switch. It'll just be on Switch at, you know, a later date. Remember, Switch users, you just came out. So Switch users, don't get mad at this news. Take it as a good thing. You know why? You have a heads up that a new class is coming. Grind your sparks now while you have the time to. PlayStation, PC, and Xbox users, they don't have as much time. Y'all get some extra time, so take advantage of it. We all know how grindy classes are in this game. The article goes to say the hunt is about to begin. Unlock the new Bounty Hunter class and discover a new dungeon and squad adventure in Hunters of Terra, the new SKYFORGE update coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC on June 2nd. The Bounty Hunter joins the roster as SKYFORGE's 19th class, and they're set to make an explosive entrance. A formidable aerial of effect AoE damage dealer. The Bounty Hunter wields a handheld mortar and is armed to the teeth with explosive weapons. Deadly at range and in close combat, they can always rely on their anti-grav and shield gadgets to get them out of a tight spot. Now I want y'all to remember that description of the Bounty Hunter, because that's going to be very important for what I'm about to bring up to you guys later. What a better way to try out this new Deadly Hunter than with new PvE content. Team up with up to 2 friends to traverse the Terran Rift, a squad adventure that will task your immortal team with navigating an underground labyrinth with mechanoids. Bring along up to 4 other friends to take on the Ancient Trails, a new dungeon that will take you from Terra's surface to its darkest depths. So that's awesome. Not only is this expansion based on the new planet Terra, but it's also giving new dungeon content as well. These are the kind of updates we need to see in SKYFORGE. If we get consistent updates like these, they start working on the player catch-up system, and you know, bring and make the leveling in the game a bit more simplified, SKYFORGE will be on the right track. But these updates and the way they did the past few updates, these are a good start. They need to keep going in this direction. That's my opinion anyway. Let me know how you're feeling about that down in the comments below. But like I was saying, guys, before we get into the final story of the day, SKYFORGE the Samurai may actually be coming. Because like I said, the Bounty Hunter, it is a explosive class, a formidable aerial AoE damage dealer, uses a handheld mortar. Well, like I told you guys before in the past, SKYFORGE sent out a survey a few years ago asking people what kind of classes, you know, they want in here. And these were the classes. Bard, a support class with a high-tech musical instrument. That's classes already came. The Soundweaver. The Druid, which can shapeshift into a unique creature. We have our druid already. The ones missing are the dreadnought, a heavy armor wearing tank class with electro whip and flying shield, the samurai, melee class with a katana naturally, the duelist, a twin sword swinging melee DPS, but guess what guys, the bounty hunter is the one also named in the survey, known as the engineer, which can mount a turret and use other tech for ranged assault. So now, out of all 6 classes that they've named in that survey, with this June update, we will officially have 3 of those 6 classes. Meaning the other 3, hopefully, have to happen sometime in the future, eventually. So, maybe, you know, we'll get our samurai, hopefully. Skyforge, please. I don't know. With all the videos I've made against that game, they probably hate me at this point. But, hey guys, let me know if you are looking forward to the new class in Skyforge down in the comments below. Now, finally, we have some Final Fantasy XIV news for you guys, and I know a lot of y'all been begging me to cover 14, so here I am doing it. Final Fantasy XIV has a new class called the Reaper, and this class just needs no introduction. Take a look at the video and see for yourself. Yeah, guys, believe it or not, that class has me excited as hell, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to, you know, to resubscribe to 14 and play Endwalker on my PS5 because, yo, that class just looks fun. Like, it ain't a great sword user, but man, ooh, oh my goodness. But anyway, guys, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's episode of MMO News Today Console Edition. Y'all enjoyed today's video, smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.
Calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right now? Tell me, is she gonna stay the night? Tell me, is she in your arms right now? Is she in your arms tonight? Like I used to be. Selfish calling you up when I'm wasted, when I know that you moved on. Is she in your arms right